Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this unboxing and review video. Games Workshop have very kindly sent me a box of the Dominion box set here for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Much talked about this one. Looks to be a very exciting release. Now, I don't collect Age of Sigmar myself, but I'll do an unboxing here, give you my impressions of this set. It does look very, very impressive indeed. Some incredible models here. So sculpting wise, it looks to be fantastic and looks to be a very good set indeed. So before I get into the unboxing, the channel is sponsored by goblingaming.com. There's a link for them in the video description below. So if you're looking for Warhammer, Warhammer 40,000 and other gaming systems at a discounted rate, then check them out. And if you use the unique link that's in the video description below, then it helps out this channel in a small way. So it's much appreciated. So Dominion here, we'll flip the box over just to give you an idea of the contents. It's heavy. It does contain the full rulebook here. We'll have a flick through all of the publications as well to give you an idea of what it contains. We'll have a zoom in and close up look of all the miniatures and the detail also, but it's quite a set. It really is. So, and it all looks just as impressive as each other here. The Stormcast Eternal main model here, Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear. Utterly incredible, the sculpting on that looks absolutely superb, but also the Killer Boss on Great Gnashtooth as well looks to be a very impressive model as well. Brilliant paint job as well from the Citadel artists. So the models look to be very impressive indeed. What we'll do is we'll open this box up and then we'll review the whole thing here. So as I said, big heavy box. This is a big one here. We'll take off the lid. And yeah, as per usual, beautiful piece of artwork, bit of cover art here, which is a brilliant idea. And I have to say, right, you see this artwork here, I've kept two of these from the 40k sets, and I've actually framed them, and they've come up looking really good, so you know, hang on to those, don't get rid of them. And, that's the artwork, Age of Sigmar, but there they are. So that's the new models fighting, these sort of swamp orc type models here, and then the different Stormcast Eternal models as well. Tom keeps telling me I should be playing Age of Sigmar. He very much enjoys it. He plays, he enters tournaments for Age of Sigmar as well. There's some of the artwork, some of the sculpted models. They're brilliant, and you can't fault the sculpted work. It's incredibly good. So models on top, like so, smaller swamp orcs. I'm not sure on the unit names. That's Stormcast Eternal models. Level of detail's brilliant. We'll take these out and then we'll zoom in on these in just a moment. But there's a lot of models here. Loads of stuff. Incredible. Models. Imagine this is good value. They've done it again. There's a second one of these. You should get two. Just using them as dividers. There's another one. A bit damaged though, just with the plastic breaking through. But there's two of them inside the box. And then, similar to the 40k release, I think the rulebook sandwiched at the bottom here in the middle. Artwork here as well. Another reference cards and so on. take a look at that as well. And then tucked inside here, card divide, some of the larger bases, and then you have the bases as well for all of the models. So look at that. Wow. So this kind of art, this kind of style of artwork here, it just immediately reminds me of some of the artwork taken from the style of artwork from like Magic the Gathering type art. It just reminds me of that immediately. It's incredibly detailed. This is the time of turmoil. This is the era of war. This is the age of Sigmar. So beautiful artwork on the front of this. No title or anything here. It is on the side, Core Book, but just a celebration of the artwork on the front. Beautiful, incredibly detailed piece of artwork. That really good. Fantastic concept art. Okay, what we'll do first is take a look inside here, and then we'll look at the models after this. So covering sheet. Then your Dominion, I imagine this is going to be your instructions for building the models, which it is. Detailed. So you've got your Dastra, the Celestial Spear. There she is. Then you have this banner here, a Lord Imperatant, and then you've got the Knight Vexillor. Knight Arcanum. You got Annihilators here with these round shields, very cool. Nice. Praetors, the double-handed axes. Vindicators. Nice, these cloaked ones here. Love this, the spear and the design on this one. Beautiful. They look excellent. Then onto these Orcs, Kill Boss and the Great Gnash Tooth. Big model, that one. Then Swamp Carla Shaman. Incredible sculpting work on these. A Merc Knob with Belcher Banner, sorry. Belcher Banner. A Man Skewer Bolt Boys. These sort of crossbow type Orcs. Very good. And then Gut Rippers. Well, there he is. His long lost cousin, Gut Rippers. Brilliant concept, it looks fantastic. And then these little things, I was wondering what they were. They are Hobgrot Slitters. So it's them. Beautiful set. Mightily impressive. And I guess it's sets like this that draw people into Age of Sigmar. You know, they're impressed by box sets, all self-contained. You've got two armies. You could join in with a friend. You've got the book. And two sets of incredible models. So it's something that you could easily get drawn into. I can feel the drawing power of it already. It's mightily impressive, and you know, even just for the sake of painting out those models, they're very impressive indeed. But that's what you get there. So that's your full instructions, introducing you to all the units. So a themed start here, War at the Amberstone Watch. So this is your unique fluff and storyline and missions for these units. To poison the realm, War at Amberstone Watch, Stormcast Eternals, introducing the different units. Right, Spexilla, Annihilators, Praetors, Vindicators, and the Crawl Boys from the Swamp, the Shaman, Killer Boss. Good fun set, nice variety, multiple small units. Great variety here. Merc Knobs with Belcher Banners, Gut Rippers, Bolt Boys, Slitters. Yeah, the whole concept's excellent. Very good. So models wise then, we'll take a look at some of the sculpting here. So, detailing these wings, and they arch around like so, very realistic. And as per usual on newer sculpts from Games Workshop, a lot of effort's been going into the base. Noticed that on the 40k releases, and it's the same here. Very, very highly detailed. Really frames the model sets like a little diorama, which just is an excellent idea. There's the detail on these shields, all embossed, and the effect of the burnished sort of metal here. Very impressive. There's a beautiful banner, quite big. There's a spear. See these steps going up for the base here, for the main character, for the Stormcast Eternals. Beautiful. Really sets up the model. It makes the model twice as good. You can set it up on a decent diorama, you know, with really good detailed base work. It just really frames the whole thing. So well done to Games Workshop for doing that. And it's not just here in this set. It's the newer stuff coming out. So it's an excellent idea. Beautiful. So really good. The detail on these shields here for the Orcs. Incredibly good. And see these spears, the unevenness of this crudely shaped metal, and the knobbly bits on the wood for the spear. Excellent detail. Sort of swampy grass bits sticking up as well, little bulrushes coming up on the base. Even adding in details like that. The detail on that shield there. And the headdress on this one. Brilliant. Really good. Yeah, more detail. Another base here with loads of detail on it. Really putting the effort in here. And look at this. This dead Stormcast Eternal just here for this base. All buried in the ground. Beautiful. And the details on the back. I think this is the shaman here, I think. On the back there. Excellent theme. Yeah, two very strongly themed armies. So they contrast each other nicely, which it just really enhances the set. The last thing you want is two armies that are similar to each other. This is far from the case with these. The details, I think this is on the things being carried on the back here. This huge skull detail coming down. I think this is the shaman here. More detail on the base for this one. Cloak at the back, weaponry. This griffin thing. Moving on. This is the scout, the size of this thing, this big killer boss. Huge, utterly huge. Massive thing here, and again look at the detail on there. I'm just pointing this out, but it's brilliant. It just poses the model well. And the headdress on that, the detail on it. Incredibly good. And again, look at the stuff, the wet sort of weed dropping down from the base here. Super fine. Really good. Detail on these sort of crossbow orcs here. All the feathered plumes on the shafts of the arrows. And again, the effect on the wood. Look at this banner. Mightily impressive. I have to say, I've reviewed a lot of boxes. This is about one of the best I've seen for level of detail. Look at the heads. Just look at this here. See if I can. That's what I wanted to point out. Look at these heads. Severed hand, a head. This bearded guy with his mouth open. Look at the detail on that. Beautiful. Yeah, and again here. Obviously raided some village somewhere and taken the heads. Nicely impressive stuff, but halfway through there's more to come here. Again, detail on the infantry here. Beautiful. Very good. Next one, detail on these shields. Really good. And the next one, this is little slit guts, whatever they call these little things. Little strange little like goblin orc type things here. Bigger than, I suppose, sort of Gretchen-ish, swamp Gretchen type sort of size with them. They're not tiny though. There they are, all different poses. Finely detailed. Here's blowing the trumpet. A horn. Just equipped with these little daggers. But tons of detail in these. Certainly not simplifying. There's the banner. Just there. More of these. This could be a repeat sprue here. The Stormcast Eternals. And this could be another repeat sprue for the Orcs, these swamp slitters. That's what they call them. Yeah, super detailed. Very, very impressive. So mightily impressed there by the models. They're beautiful models here for both sides. I'd be drawn towards the Orcs maybe. The level of detail in those is incredible. Very, very good indeed. But the main HQ choice there for Stormcast Eternals, a beautiful model, and just twice as good with the diorama with the base going on. Just really enhancing the sculpt. So congratulations to Games Workshop. Just really loving the idea of them incorporating details in the base. Don't really have to use too much imagination. That's all done for you. You can enhance and add to it and so on, but the core part of the base work is done for you, especially on the HQ choices. Just really frames them and just makes them stand out that much more. So a superb set of models inside this Dominion box set. Very, very good. Both armies contrast each other perfectly as well. Two completely different themes, different styles. You can paint them up entirely differently. Stormcast clean cut, the gold and the blue and so on, and then you've got these swampy orcs with all the weathering and techniques and effects used on them. So very, very good concepts I think for this set as well. We'll have a flick through the Core Bookkit. Yeah, before I do, we'll go through these because it's a chance to see these models painted up. And these are your reference cards as you're playing the game, just to make things easier. A killer boss. So we'll zoom in and take a look at these. So sit back and enjoy the show. War Scroll Killer Boss with Stab Grot. I guess that's this little git just here. And there's a stat line for them. Now why don't they do these for 40k? You line these up along the edge of your terrain battlefield. But anyway, a Swamp Caller Shaman. There he is. Killer Boss. Merc Knob. Some of the banner. Brilliant. The Gut Rippers. Yeah, and the swampy themed terrain. Beautiful. And these things, there's a weird kind of colour going on with them. Hodgrot Slitters. This kind of sickly brown kind of flesh tone with them. Then the Man Skewer Bolt Boys. The Orc Snipers. Great idea. And then that's just the overall rules for the Crawl Boys. Ilestra herself. Brilliant model. Sort of more of a burnished white kind of gold going on with her armour compared to the others. You see the difference between the two. Excellent idea. And the colouring on the wings. Superb. Lord Imperatant. With a shrunken head on him. His head looks quite small. A Knight Arcanum. The Knight Vexillar. Yeah, I rate the Orcs. The models are all brilliantly sculpted, but I actually like the Orcs more. Vindicators, Praetors, Annihilators, because it's recombinations of the gold and the blue. But with the Orcs there, you got something entirely different. But the HQ choice is fantastic. The Stormcast Eternal, just change all the rules for them. So that's those cards, just there. Look at the book now. So beautiful piece of artwork on the front. Very, very nice indeed. Opens up. And that's that cover artwork just there. The rules. Incredible artwork here. More artwork. The Realm of Chaos. There's that cover artwork again. That's the set. I wouldn't mind playing. You know, I'd join in. I'm always happy to join in with a game and try it out. I still haven't played. I've seen it played. I haven't actually joined in though with a game of Age of Sigmar. I've heard good reports about it. The rules have developed along well after the initial shock of turning the whole world upside down here of the Age of Sigmar. It seems to have developed its own strong fan base. Never seen that before. What on earth is that? Slayer, the Golden Demon winner. So collecting sort of miniatures, just your introduction here, going through the Age of Sigmar direction and choosing a faction, collecting for gaming, building and painting your armies, all the basics covered in here. Playing the game. Open play, narrative play, matched play, so very familiar with that. War and Endings, this is going to be your background fluff. The Age of Myth. The God Kings, this is a mirror to a degree from 40k. Pantheon of Order. So mythology really is this gift of civilization. Powers of Chaos, the 4 powers. Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle. Slash. Dark God Enchanted. Age of Chaos. Doom Insidious. Humbling of the God King. Look at this artwork. Whoa. Wow. Incredible. And this one, The Dying of the Light. Wow. Oh. The detail, beautiful artwork. I'm not sure, I think this artist here is the same as this artist on the front. Whoever it is, I guess it will tell you, but their artwork's incredible. I'll have a little look here. Yeah, I can't see, I'm sure it's credited somewhere. But whoever it is doing this artwork, absolutely brilliant. It reminds me of similar artwork that I've seen for Magic the Gathering. They have a variety of different artists for that, similar to Warhammer and Games Workshop, but that reminds me of some of the artwork I've seen from that, just high, ultra realistic, highly detailed. There, that detail around that model, that individual just there is excellent. So I remember with some of the early Age of Sigmar stuff that came out, a lot of the artwork was quite vague and not very definite. But it's got a lot more detailed now, there's a lot more substance to it as this has grown. Again, see this super highly detailed here. I have to say, the artwork for Age of Sigmar is really quite a collection now. Incredibly good. Should I get drawn into this or not? We'll see. We'll see what. Tom's very much into the Age of Sigmar. He's a big fan, as mentioned. So may end up giving it a go at some point. Soul Wars. Remember that set again? Another highly impressive set. Games Workshop doing well with this here. Canon Optimart. The Ascension of the Dark Queen, To Shine Amongst the Darkness, Cursed Skies, Year of the Beast, Immortal Realms, Cosmos Arcane, The Realm Spheres, Beacons of Hope. In the bookmark, there's the bookmark. Dawnbringer Crusades. Weird. Fondian Freehold. Akshi, the Realm of Fire. Chaos in the Great Parch. And Tribes. Fires of Conquest. The Hammerhole. Aksha. Yeah, not short on artwork, there's loads here. The Bright City. The Armies of Hammerhal. Here, different shields. It's a nice one, Sunseekers. Iron, the Realm of Life. These different realms. Lands of the Unbound Life. Hammerhal. Goraya. Gur, the Realm of Beasts. Savage Wilds. The Excellus. Camon, the Realm of Metal. Blood and Iron. Vindicarum, Bulwark of Faith. Shaiish, the Realm of Death. Very well laid out. Underworlds at War. Lethis. Olgu, the Realm of Shadow. Okay, Blades in the Dark. Misthan with an A with a dot over the top of it. Interesting. Hyash, the Realm of Light. The Illuminated Conflict. Settlers Gain, the Enlightened City. Brilliant concept. These floating crystals in the sky. The strangest thing. Azure, the Realm of Heavens. The Realm of Chaos. Clashing Empires. So Sentinels of Order. Stormcast Eternals. It's the new model from the set. That dragon thing. Incredible. Cities of Sigmar. The old Empire models. Love the concept of them. Seraphon. The Lizard Men. Ideneth, Deepkin, that's your Dark Elder that live under the sea, sort of. Sylvaneth, that's your Wood Elves. I remember I was going to get into Warhammer, and it would have been Wood Elves. I always loved reading the Wood Elf battle reports. They're often lost and got hammered in games, but I just love reading the old style battle reports in White Dwarf, and it was the Wood Elves that I particularly liked. Not sure why, I was just drawn to them. The War Dancers, I remember a unit of those, as Glade Guard, I think was another unit. But they just seemed to be, I don't know, I just liked the Wood Elves. I also liked High Elves as well, started to actually paint some of those. I was also drawn to Empire. I loved the massive battle reports in White Dwarf, massive. I remember there was a big siege battle, it was Chaos, the armies of Chaos against Empire, and the Empire were defending this castle. All of these units, it was quite impressive. So I was drawn towards Empire, sort of Bretonnians and the Knights and so on. But didn't really materialise, I haven't really got into it too much. Daughters of Cain. A beautiful piece of artwork, yeah. Very good. Fire Slayers. I think this is what Tom has. He has these, an army of these. Caradon Overlords. That's your dwarves, mechanised dwarves. Yeah, I've been to Warhammer World a couple of years ago. The Age of Sigmar stuff they had on display was mightily impressive. This is your Wood Elf type stuff here. Yeah, models are beautiful. Really good. Well, these mightily impressive with these as well. I do like the Tree Men type models. Always like them. Yeah, so it's certainly not the models that put me off. I do Warhammer 40,000, seems to be enough. Age of Sigmar, yeah, to be a whole system take on a whole range of models. But you never know. Older models here though. Mightily impressive. It really is quite a range now. There's Agents of Chaos, Slaves to Darkness, the Blades of Corn. Now some people taking models from this, using them as, converting them over and adding bolt pistols and chainsaws, making them as Corn Berserkers. Disciples of Zinch. I've done the same. I've taken this model set here and used them as Chaos Cultists for my Thousand Suns army in Warhammer 40,000. Took them and added those in, chopped up and used some chainsaws and so on from the Zangors, I believe, and used them on these just to make them sort of 40k type cultists. That was the idea, but fitting perfectly in my Thousand Suns army. Magossan of Nurgle, or Magat-kin, sorry, of Nurgle. Hedonites of Slaanesh, Skaven, and the other rats. Beasts of Chaos. Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah. If the way these models are done, I mean, to paint an army up, it's quite incredible. It is quite incredible. Beautiful. Bellacourt, I believe you can use in 40k. This Shadow Piercer model, not seen that one before. So impressive. Yeah. Nurgle models, Beastmen, Bringers of Death, Soulblight Gravelords. Yeah, so nicely impressed by it. Some of the undead sculpting coming in. Nighthaunt, Ossiarch Bone Reapers. Yeah, not so keen on them. That model's good. Flesh Eater Courts. No, I was impressed by the Nighthaunt models. Very, very good indeed. And I very much liked the Soulblight Gravelords, the skeletons in the old rusted armour. Would have really been drawn into collecting those when I first got into the world of Warhammer. There's a lot of old skeletons for some reason, and the old rusty armour. These sculpts are brilliant. Harbingers of Destruction, Gloomspite Gits, packed full of artwork. This book, it really is filled out well. It's quite a range now. Orc War Clans, Orgul War Tribes. It's a lot of fluff. Major celebration of this whole realm of Sigmar. I mean, we are 2/3 of the way through, but we're page 235, and we're still on fluff. That's the brand new set all laid out, and what you get. Yep, it really is good. Showing you some of the orcs here. Look at these giants. Wow. And obviously the paint jobs as well. Superb. The Gloomspite Gits, this huge thing. Look at these tyrants. And then we're on to the rules now. So we're there, about 2/3 of the way through. The player's code. Cardinal rules. Always be polite and respectful. Always tell the truth. And never cheat. Yeah. Well, fair enough. Never fix the outcome of a game. Never complain about your bad luck or your opponent's good luck. Avoid distracting an opponent when they're trying to concentrate. And be careful to respect their personal space. Never deliberately waste time during a game. Remind your opponent about rules they may have forgotten to use.
Well, that is exactly right. That's very true, especially when doing so. It's to your opponent's advantage rather than your own. Yeah, ask permission before touching any of your opponent's miniatures. Fair enough. Especially if you've been eating crisps. Ugh, people eat crisps and they pick up your models. Give your opponent the chance to examine your dice rolls before picking up the dice. Absolutely right. Measure moves and distances carefully and accurately. Answer any questions your opponent has about your army. Exactly right. Offer your opponent a chance to examine your army roster before the battle starts. Absolutely. Avoid using language your opponent might find offensive. Make a respectful gesture to your opponent before and after the game, such as offering a handshake, wishing them good luck and so on. Arrive on time. So yeah, that is fair enough. That is well done for putting that in. Why don't we get that in the 40k rulebook? Why are they more civilised, these Age of Sigmar people? Core rules. How very civilised. Heroic actions. So if you're an Age of Sigmar player, are you impressed by this book? From what I can see, it looks nicely good. They're using all the new models here for their examples, in-game examples. That's your core rules. It's a lot of back-to-back reading by the looks of it here. 40k is a bit more broken up, a bit more clearer, whereas this is, 19.0, 19.2 spells. Interesting way they're referencing it here. It's core rules. White structure in your army. That's the way they do this here. Ben Johnson's Son of Behemoth. This is his army, his these big giants. Open play. Running the thing with blue. Another showcase of an army here. Thomas Elliott's Steph army. Unique colour scheme he's gone for. Narrative play, he's gone for green here with that. I guess maybe red or yellow coming up for matched play. Still lots of artwork, loads of artwork here. Spot for choice now. Narrative. Studio collections. Yeah, it's these models here at the back. That can be used in 40k to add bolt pistols and chainsaws to them, and you get Khorne berserkers. Nicely themed army, very good. Let's continue on with narrative players and missions that you can use. The ritual, breakthrough, hold or die, and then purple for matched play here. There's a scene from Warhammer World, talking about points, values and limits. Frontal assault, rise in power. Another army here. Jess Spickham's Lumineth Realm Lords. Crazy. Very strong theme. Conquest Unbound. Siege Warfare. Triumph and Treacherous, your missions here. And that is it. There it is. So that's the review of the core book here from this Dominion box set. So there it is, that's the full review. We've had a good flick through the book. We looked at all the miniatures and we've looked at the box. My take on this is it's superbly produced. The miniatures, the level of sculpting and detail is incredible. It's about one of the best sets I've seen, especially on the Orcs. The level of detail, once you get a hold of the set, you'll see yourself. Book looks to be excellent, very well produced, packed full of artwork, nice laid out, so looking very good indeed as well. But that's the review. Keep a look out for more reviews on the channel. Check out goblingaming.com, link for them is in the video description below. It's 20% off Warhammer and other gaming systems as well. And at Goblin Gaming, they pride themselves on a quick turnaround for orders compared to other discount 40k retailers. So their principle is that they have stock that's in and then they can send it out to you quicker than others. So it's a way of getting a hold of your 40k and Warhammer Age of Sigmar stuff at a discounted rate as well. When you click on the link below and use that, it helps out the channel in a small way as well. Also, big thank you to Games Workshop that sent me a copy here to review, so big thank you to them for that as well. That's the review. Leave your own comments here. What do you think of the set? Is it the best one yet for Age of Sigmar? What do you think of the models and sculpting? The rulebook, as we talked about as well. Leave your own comments and feedback below. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.